Good morning, students. Welcome to our English period. Let us continue the lesson connecting the dots. We are on page number 62. Last paragraph. And since Windows just copied Mac, it's likely no personal computer would have them. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college. But it was very clear looking backwards 10 years later. So in this particular paragraph, students, we understand that the author is blaming Windows. What is Windows? Windows is an operating system designed by Microsoft. And who owns Microsoft? Bill Gates. So he blames Windows. He blames Microsoft. He blames Bill Gates to copy his Macintosh computer. And also further he says that it is not possible to connect the dots when you look ahead, like when you look forward. It is only possible when you look back into your past. You cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in some things, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. In this particular paragraph, we see that the author believed in certain things. And which were they? He believed in his own gut. Gut means the confidence, the inner instinct. He also believed in destiny. He also believed in life. He believed in karma, means his deeds, what work you do in life, and whatever. There could be many other things to anybody, but for him, it was these were the things that were very, very important. He trusted in them. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. So all these things actually made a difference in his life because he trusted in them so much. My second story is about love and loss. So here we begin with the second story. I found what I loved to do early in life was Steve Wozniak, and I started Apple when I was 20. In 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage in a $2 billion company. And then I got fired. It was devastating. Got fired means what? Lost the job. Devastating means causing severe shock, distress, and grief. So the author is talking about the second story, which he calls it as love and loss. Why love? Because he did what he loved to do in his life. And what was that? He started Apple, the Apple company. And when he was just in his 20s, he was just 20 years old when he founded or when he started the Apple company along with another person named as Steve Wozniak. So both of them started the Apple company. And it grew so big in just 10 years. How much big? That it earned a revenue of $2 billion. 2 billion is how much in Indian currency? It is 200 crore rupees in just $2 billion in just 10 years. And where had they begun this of their company? In a garage. So you can understand the hard work that both the guys had put in the founding of the Apple company. With so much of hard work, with so much of determination, with so much of dreams, he founded this, he established the Apple, but then he got fired. Why? That means he had to lose this job. Why he had to lose this job? Let me just tell you a story in short, which we do not have it here. So Apple had become very famous in very short time. The company earned in multiple folds. We can see that how much the company earned. But like the proverb, to every rise there is a downfall or there is a fall. Similarly, Apple faced problems. People considered Apple very expensive and they refused to buy the products. This affected the company's economy. Steve Jobs went to the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of the Apple company that time, who was John Sculley, and suggested him to reduce the price of Apple gadgets. But John Sculley refused because he was the CEO of PepsiCo company before he joined the before he joined the Apple, and he was much into sales and profits. He thought by reducing the price of Apple gadgets or appliances, it would give a bad name to the company. So he and the board of directors decided not to have Steve Jobs in their company anymore, because he was very much insistent on reducing the price. So finally he got fired. But something slowly began to dawn on me. Dawn means what? Began to dawn means what? Began to become clear to. What is dawn? Dawn means the time before the morning, before there is any light. We see a very faint light before it is, when the day, before the day breaks. That time is called as dawn. So you can understand, you can relate the meaning to this phrase. So it became very clear to him. I still loved what I did, and so I decided to start over. So he was a skilled person. He could invent anything from zero, from scratch one. So he believed in himself. He believed in his skill sets. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. So now he was again a new person. He had to begin from zero, and he felt better. Okay, he is actually not blaming anybody. He is not blaming his destiny also. He is not blaming God also. But in fact, he is actually feeling positive. He thinks that it is always good to begin from wherever you leave. So he started again with a new phase of his life as a beginner. Let us see what he did next.